first, thanks for the ownership to have me back here, and I think probably a little bit different setting and scenario. So that's a big part. It's awesome. It's just great to be back here. The city of Sioux City has already brought a good spot for me, and I don't know if I really ever left in a lot of ways with regard to the team and everything that was going on around it. And congrats to Jay on his new position in Kingston and the whole group. So with success brings success, and guys get opportunities, and that's kind of where it's gone on to, which that's what we're here to do. We're here to win, succeed, and move people on, players on, and staff on. So just excited to be back here for sure, and get with the guys here immediately, which will be a big part. Any questions? Staff right now, like it's good. It's a pretty blank canvas here. Again, with that success, I think Jamie Huffman, our director of scouting, took a job with the Pittsburgh Penguins, which is a huge step in his career. You find Jay taking the job, and equally with that winning, our trainer, our equipment guy, our strength guy all got jobs. Rosie right now is back here as a GM. We've got some discussion moments with that part because he's got things going in his direction as well, and Ethan the same thing. He's got jobs on the flare on each side of his arm. So that success is going to bring a challenge with that part, but at the same time, you got to be fond of what they put together here. New staff, we're getting there. You know what? There's plenty of talks. I think some things got to fall into place as far as the existing and where that ends up. And if those people have opportunities to go other places, then I think we've got plans for other people. If not, definitely welcome them back in a heartbeat.
What would you like to see on the bench last year with Jay, with Rosie as a general manager and assistant general manager, and Ethan? You want a three-man crew like that? What's your vision?
We've had both talks. I think whoever's managing the bench, I think, is a huge part of that 60 minutes. I think there's a huge part of the evaluation of the game as well. So it'll be 2 people or 3 people. I think it's going to depend on timing and who's in town. Obviously, I'd love to have Rosie back. We've known each other for 25 years, so that continuity is right there for sure. But at the same time, there's a huge part of this league is about getting players and finding the right players and getting the right turnover to come back and be successful. So whatever that balance needs to be, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Looked at your list of protected coming into camp next week. Tell me what you see.
Well, I think there's youth. I think you find the returners, that same success we spoke of, gets a first-round pick, gets an NHL goaltender, gets other NHL selections, gets college scholarship kids to move on. So the guys that are returning will be counted on. That success of winning that they had a year ago, those are big moments in their lives. And that's, I think, those are teaching moments for the other people that come in. I think it's a skating lineup for sure. They can move, they can get around the rink, which is exciting. And now we just got to get the other pieces to fall in. I mean, you got Europeans and imports. They're making tracks and decisions that some will be here next week, some will not be here next week. And that part, I think, is the other pieces of the puzzle as far as what all shapes up that direction.
How have you changed since your last stint here, and how are you still the same as you coach?
Yeah, that's a great question, Brad. I think there's probably 2 sides. I think the league's better, which is exciting for me. I do feel the idea of the organization has grown in a direction where maybe some more holes are filled right now with different positions, from a separate GM to a separate director of scouting to just that growth internally is going to help, because I think now you get to manage and focus on your group, your own team, and take care of those guys in the room. I think those experiences since leaving here, built a team in Madison, had a chance to go coach Division I hockey, and definitely the Flames organization last year, with both being a scout and help with player development, was a big part of just a learning curve for those players to take on what's coming on next for them. But at the end of the day, you want the people around you to be successful too. So our coaching staff will be intact and in place and on the same page.
What makes coming back to Sioux City such a special job? You've been here once before. Coming back, what makes this area so special?
You know what? It's just there's a bond. There's something here. The community. I was here for Game 5. What an electric place it was. It was exciting to the point of actually speaking with Curtis before that game, and I think anybody who's been here, put time in here, had a chance to have some foundation here, it's an exciting place to come back to. And I do really, really look forward to the idea of where the organization was, and is going for sure, because I think they're all in different spots than I was around here the first time around.
Jay obviously put a premium on the import player. It was a priority for him, and when he's back on that, makes sense. Will you continue that, or do you just look for the best player regardless?
Well, I think it's the best player regardless, but at the same time, that import and that whole that pipeline per se that happens through the imports is really, really player advisor and agent driven, and those same advisors and agents, we also are really tight people together. So that part I think is a valid point. I think working for another NHL organization as I did, I grew another root of player with our European scouts there and our Canadian guys up above us. So I think those pieces, but obviously the American players, this league is built around in a lot of ways. So, but if you can find the addition of an import player that's going to be an impact player, it puts it a separator for sure.